EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. And that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following their loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And they'll get this down to the 10. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll roll him out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Commanders' 1st down.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Was trying to find Jahan Dotson, and it's 3rd down and 2. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Howell now to throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
1st down, Washington.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the 2nd-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, he sheds himself free. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. On first down. Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to go down. They sack him. The final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Dropping it off underneath. Here's Pirine. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Finding the open man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Howell. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing the best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only about 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Taking it about the 36. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the option to give to Williams here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Wilson. Rolling to his right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They throw it out right complete, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of.
There he goes, left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver.
And the defense, they get to Howell. Will go down here. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks.
situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2. They've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Howell to throw on second down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 36 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Courtland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
It's easy to celebrate every good run by Robinson because stories don't get much better than his last year. Shot during an attempted robbery just 13 days before the regular season. He made it back by week 5 and played in 12 games for Washington. Even better, gained almost 800 yards leading the Commanders.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howell out to his left. On ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will put them on top here in the third. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And quickly, they get to the line.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Howell going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give it to Williams running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Broncos get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 2. What a spectacular return. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Howell on the QB sneak, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Howell changing the play here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They go play action now. Wilson flushed out right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Are you kidding me? That's not what I saw. Done it.
Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 12-yard line. He'll get this one to Patrick. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
They juked him. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Howell. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second and 1 now from the 21. A give up the middle to Gibson. Oh, he shifts past him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Faking the handoff, Howell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
Sly able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down. Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route, that's not the way you're supposed to play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This is 1st and 10. Here's Howell. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do